Homicidal Pugs! How you guys doing? So, we are in the back of the truck. Walter's passed out, having a weird dream, and we're about to start a new game, a new series on this channel. This is Kathy Rain 2, Soothsayer. Now, anybody who's been watching my channel knows that I played Kathy Rain, the original. It was one of my first series. God, a couple of years ago now I played it. No commentary. I didn't have my mic and all that set up. I didn't have camera. It was just me doing gameplay. But I absolutely loved that game. It was so good. And I just finished Whispers of a Machine, which was not bad. It was actually a pretty decent game. It was Clifftop Games' second game. So Kathy Rain, I think, was their first, then they did Whispers of a Machine, and then they finally released Kathy Rain 2, Soothsayer, which I have been so wanting to play. I've had this game on Steam for probably just right about a year, maybe even more. I've had it on there, and I keep saying, like, I want to play it, but I just kept playing other games. Finally, I'm like, you know what, fuck this. We're gonna get into this game, and we're gonna start playing it. I've been wanting to play this game. So we're finally just gonna play the goddamn thing. Also, Kathy Rain is so hot. Just shout outs to Kathy Rain. She's so fucking hot. She's like one of the hottest video game characters, at least in my opinion. I love her whole, just how she looks. I love how she dresses. I love her teal hair. She got a big booty. We are gonna get, and also she's smart. She's got brains. So, you know, beauty and brains. What more could you ask for in a woman? Let's get into this. Kathy Rain 2, Soothsayer. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope I enjoy. We highly recommend playing Kathy Rain before Kathy Rain 2. Do you want to see a recap of Kathy Rain? No. This game is intended for mature audiences, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay, same old bullshit. Oh, there she is. Look at that. Hot she is, dude. May 20th, 1998, day one. So this is like a couple years after the first one. Oh, is this like a waiting? Oh.
We're closed. For fuck's sake.
She has the best color hair, dude. I love her fucking hair.
Hey, kid.
Oh, Lucas.
Gee, what happened to you? Looks like somebody's been through the ringer.
You should mind your own business, old man, before I bring up your ex-wife.
Hey, now, I'm just looking out for a former student of mine. And you're always my business.
Oh, I bet I am. That's the only way a has-been like you could ever stay relevant.
So I'm an actual PI now?
Yeah, that must be it. Now, you can invite me in and just let me stand here like an asshole.
I'm gonna let you stand there like
Fine,
an
come
asshole.
in then. You want some coffee?
Yeah, I got enough, old sis, thank you very much. That brew you make is rancid.
Oh, I did that on purpose. I wanted to do detective work, not dumb chores like some airbrained secretary.
Feigning incompetence, huh? Clever move.
Ooh.
I guess so. I just wish that shrewdness of mine could make me some money.
There's my segue. Did you hear the news on the Soothsayer?
I never took you for a sucker, Lucas. This is Cassidy. There's no way that reward is legit.
You're wrong. Mayor Adams is different. He's the real deal.
And you know this how exactly?
Well, because it just so happens that I was hired to find dirt on the guy. I got nada. Zip. He's a total Boy Scout.
Whatever. We're still talking about a serial killer. Do I look suicidal to you?
Kinda. You passed out at noon, stinking of booze, and that eviction notice hanging over your head isn't doing you any favors.
That's none of your concern. I'm handling it. I just need a goddamn case. A normal case. Free of homicidal maniacs.
Don't know what to tell you, kid. Things are looking kinda dry on that front, you dig?
Oh, God. Please don't try to sound hip, Lucas. Your Dick Tracy imitation is cringeworthy enough.
I suppose you could always pawn off that bike of yours. Buy you another month or two.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Tell him, Mildred. Lose the Catmobile? I'd rather chop off my left tit.
I may be a has-been, but I'm fairly sure that self-mutilation won't do you much good. A couple $100K, on the other hand.
I love money just as much as the next girl, but I mean, this isn't just a long shot. It's about as likely as Mildred turning vegan and taking up juggling.
Come on, one more case, for old time's sake. 50-50 split. How could anyone beat my rugged charm and your youthful vigor?
Lucas, we both know you're about as charming as a clown at a funeral. And the last time I saw my vigor was 3 tequila bottles ago.
All right. I know what I'm beating. I'll drop it.
Look,
Always the alcoholic.
thanks for the tip. I might actually take a shot at that bounty, but you need to accept that we're not a team anymore. We had a good run, but I have my own thing going. Look, see? My name is on the frosted glass and everything.
I can respect that. You're not allergic to a little quid pro quo from time to time, though, are you?
Now, that I can do. That's how the world works anyway. It's all just an endless circle jerk of quid pro fucking quo.
I don't quite see things that way, but my door is always open if you'd like to discuss the case.
Sure. May the best woman win.
You telling me I'd look good in a dress? Later, kid.
Bye, Lucas.
Lucas's voice actor, he sounds like Merc from Mirror's Edge. Another game I played on the channel.
Well, it's not like I have anything better to do. I should have information on the Soothsayer somewhere in this room.
Okay, so we're actually playing now. So, Soothsayer, is that like that's a serial killer?
The city we're in, unfortunately.
So a lot's changed. We went from just trying to solve our grandfather's murder to now just being a full-on detective. I mean, the name of the first one was called A Detective is Born, so makes sense.
Thanks for the headache, you Mexican jerk.
10 rounds with Jose Cuervo.
Yeah, maybe there's something about the killings in these papers. All right. I found a few interesting articles about the most recent murder.
You know, I was thinking, I was watching that show Schitt's Creek. If you haven't watched that show, by the way, it's funny as fuck, and you should definitely watch it. It's a whole show that's out. It's all completed. Definitely check it out. So funny. But there's a character in there named Stevie. She runs the motel, and I was watching it. And the whole time I was watching her, I was like, she could be a good Kathy Rain if they ever made like a live action, because she has like the same kind of like petite build with the long black hair. I mean, I know hers is teal, but I mean close enough for government work. But I was like, she even has like the voice. She has like a kind of like a raspy voice, and I'm like, dude, she would be a good Kathy Rain.
Various reference books and technical manuals. Empty. All this gumshoe has left upon is her dignity. My biggest fan, as depressing as that is. An article in the Chicago Tribune about the Whitmore affair. My big breakthrough case last year. I've been meaning to get it framed, but I've been too busy with important things. You know, like drinking alone. When there's new messages, it blinks. It's high-tech like that. Just outdated casework. Can't bring myself to take them down. It's a plastic laminator, a machine used to encase paper and other thin objects in transparent plastic. I mainly use it for fake IDs. My private investigator's license issued last year. I was worried how Lucas would react, so I applied for it behind his back. I couldn't have been more wrong, though. That old fart has been nothing but supportive since then.
Is that why he's like, let's join up again?
That cranky drawer is stuck good. I know Eileen had some magic trick to get it open. Too bad she's not around.
I was thinking when she said her cat's name was Mildred, I thought, oh, she named her after her friend from college, but... Oh. Can we actually pick up the camera?
I should grab this in case I need to snap some shots.
Hell yeah. You know, just in front of the mirror. Just a thought.
Thankfully, I don't need to make any calls right now. Every time I pick that thing up, I pray there's still a dial tone. The yellow pages. Handy for looking up people and businesses.
do you want me to do?
Huh. I wish it was that easy.
Oh, just call him. Like, hey, man, why are you killing people? You fucking weirdo. Cut me in on the action. No.
What bills? Never saw those. Nope, no siree. Mildred's abode.
Ah, can we pet the kitty? Come on.
Who's the best fluff ball?
Aw,
Couldn't agree more.
So cute.
Nothing out there but a brick wall and a bucket load of misery. My radio, with a built-in cassette player. I prefer the quiet right now.
It's pretty nice. We got our own.
Keeps me in perfect timing.
Yes. Got our own little setup back here.
Uh-oh. That's quite a tequila face you got there, Kathy.
And yet, it's still beautiful.
Eileen and me, before Rain investigation started going downhill. We worked great together, didn't we? I wish things didn't have to go the way they did.
Uh-oh. Trouble at home?
Nah, I'll live with my current face. Useful things for when the Catmobile needs a tune-up. Extra helmets. Eileen used to wear one of them back when things were different. Every biker worth her salt has got a box like this somewhere. I better not open that. Wouldn't want the mold to spread. A postcard left by Jimmy Cochran, that strange old geezer I met at a mental institution a few years ago. He was discharged a year after we met, and for some reason he seems to think I had something to do with it.
Wait, who was he? Jimmy Cochran. I know that name.
Nah, no fun alone and sober. It's a photo I took of the West End Bridge here in the city back in the day. Teenage Kathy had one of those artsy photographer phases. How's it hanging, Lampy?
Short, shriveled, and always to the left.
I better put that away later, for Mildred's sake. That little rascal has proven that, yes, cats can get drunk. I shouldn't need to bring that. There's storage on the bike if I need it. Maybe later. The red one goes better with this set. Oh, Cryptic Chaos. Can't wait till they're back in town. Manhunt. I prefer their old material, but their latest album wasn't half bad. Still same old Cassidy. City of Gleam. I wish, but if I don't shape up and get some work done, I'm gonna end up sleeping somewhere way less comfy.
Kathy will automatically go to bed when you have completed all daily tasks. Okay.
Yeah, I figured the room needed some extra groove.
Groovy. Is that everything? Can I? Yeah. That's the fridge. That's the closet. Oh.
My walk-in closet. It's a real mess in there. I better not open the door, or I'd risk spilling all sorts of shit out here. No time to do the stupid dishes. I've got a case to solve. Ugh, don't make me hurl. I'm way too hungover for coffee.
Oh, can I pick up the brush?
This might be useful.
Cool.
Useful things for when...
Oh, for some. Okay. I thought it was. But when it was gold, I was like, oh, it must be special if it's a gold color. I didn't realize I was actually touching it with the cursor. I think that's everything. Is that everything in here? Yeah. What was this?
An article in the show. I've been...
Oh, yeah.
Various reference... Daily papers from the last couple weeks. They have, accidentally made their way here from the recycling bin outside. Plotting world domination as usual, Mildred? I better get those pets in then.
So cute.
I should probably examine these articles I found first.
Oh. Okay, Soothsayer targets best-selling author. Cassidy serial killer hits high-profile victim. At age 49, the one and only Deborah Sinclair was tragically taken from us. She was stabbed to death on May 8th in her iconic cabin. The chilling signature mirror left on the scene made it clear that she had become yet another Soothsayer victim. We are told by sources in the Cassidy Police Department that there was no sign of a break-in and no items of value were stolen. The cause of death came as no surprise, acute blood loss caused by sharp force trauma. The circumstances surrounding this crime are strikingly similar to the original casualty of the Soothsayer, Rose Taylor, also a middle-aged woman stabbed to death in her home. This makes 5 victims in 3 months, and the lack of results on the case is starting to anger the citizens of Cassidy. Mayor Adams gave the following statement on May 11th. I'll be the first to admit that I hope to see swifter progress concerning these killings. We plan to evaluate more radical measures in the coming weeks. The chief of police had no comments. So it looks like dock strikes continue. The city docks remain silent as workers' strike enters week 3. Talks between union leaders and management have stalled, causing significant disruption to trade on the Mississippi. Riviera's mural finished. Renowned muralist Julio Rivera's latest masterpiece finally adorns the city center, weaving a visual narrative of resilience, aspiration, and hope. Final Cassidy mine closed. On May 11th, the only remaining active mine in the greater Cassidy area ceased its operations, making the end of an era. One cannot help but wonder if the city of Gleam will be able to find a new identity and fill the void of its most lucrative industry left behind. Plumbing repair and replacement, we got a phone number. We got pest control. Winners announced Science Fair. Bright young minds converged at the annual City Science Fair last weekend. Maria Chin, 15, secured top prize with her innovative water purification device, marking a promising step towards a cleaner, greener future. Okay, so that was the 13th. There was also another, May 11th. So on the same day that the mine closed, the mayor did a speech. Okay, I don't know if any of this is really connected. This is Deborah. Oh, Deborah was the victim, right? Yeah, Deborah Sinclair. So Deborah and what was the other one? Rose Taylor. So one was an author. I wonder if that has anything to do with it. Oh, wait, there's more. Oh, Soothsayer viciously murders Deborah Sinclair. The famous writer's life has met an abrupt end. We are devastated to report that the 5th victim of the Soothsayer was none other than acclaimed author Deborah Sinclair, one of the most recognized faces of Cassidy. Loyal readers of Sinclair may realize that the previous victim, Jane Doe, was slain on the publication anniversary of Storm Chaser, one of Sinclair's classic novels. A simple coincidence, or do these murders have a deeper connection to the author? The murder occurred in Sinclair's famous writer's retreat near the border of the national park. The National Park Service, NPS, was first on the site and is currently in control of the crime scene. As the NPS lacks the necessary training and resources to conduct murder investigations, we should expect that the crime scene will soon be handed over to the Soothsayer Task Force at the KPD. For now, the body has been transported to a city morgue, awaiting clearance for a pathological examination. Chief Ranger Samuel Walker had the following comment. We are still establishing all of the facts surrounding this crime. Please be patient. We all want to do the right thing by Deborah. Deborah Sinclair was a longtime friend of the Gazette and led a prolific life with more than 30 novels published during her lifetime. On this sad day, we mourn the loss of a cultural icon, and we pray that her death will be the last at the hands of the vile Soothsayer. statue vandalized. The iconic statue of Founders Square was defaced last night with anarchist propaganda sprayed across its base. Authorities are investigating a worrying link to the ever-growing sprawl, Cassidy's equivalent of Los Angeles' infamous Skid Row. A massive West Side power outage last night raises questions about Cassidy's aging electrical infrastructure and the urgent need for modernization and investment. That's the 9th. Wait, what? This is the 13th. So wait, oh, this is the Cassidy Gazette. This is the Cassidy Tribune. Wait, why does the Gazette have it as the 9th? They knew about it on the 9th? And then the Gazette knew about it on the 13th, 4 days later? Oh, it says stabbed to death on May 8th in her... Oh, okay.
All right, I think that's everything I've got on Deborah in here. When I'm ready to leave, I should be able to learn more about the other victims at the library.
Should we try the phone book? See if we can get her address?
No dice. Hardly a shocker, she was a celebrity.
Then wouldn't you know where her cabin was? You know? Like, it would just be like word of mouth. Like her cabin was in this place in the woods, like, kind of thing. Hell yeah, the iconic Catmobile. Okay, let's see what we got here.
No thanks. Ballet is not my kind of scene. Nah, I got one at home. That an actual avocado tree? Sure looks the part.
Oh, dude, avocados are so good.
So apparently if there's a fire, I'm supposed to run through those gigantic double doors 10 feet away. Phew, I'm saved. A plaque with some prominent donors. Interestingly, Deborah Sinclair is listed here. Ugh, plenty of bad memories from this place. Being forced here for school was the worst. The old librarian lady was the meanest hag you could imagine, and she had it out for me from the start. A workstation for the librarian. If I need to search for books, I could use the computer down the hall.
All right, let's talk to the librarian.
Hi, I need some help, please.
Of course. How can I be of assistance?
I'm looking to find some information on the Soothsayer.
Ah. Quite a few people have taken an interest in that case lately.
That's so. Well, I'm not scared of a little competition. So, you got anything for me?
Yes. I would direct you to the microfilm viewer at the end of the hall. We have full scans of all of the major newspapers dating all the way back to the 50s.
Perfect. I should be able to browse those for some articles about the murders.
Indeed. If I may ask, what is your own interest in the case?
You probably heard there's a reward, right? I'm a PI, and money is tight, so...
I see. I suppose we each have our own ways to make a living.
What do you know about Deborah Sinclair?
Quite a bit. Do you have a more specific line of inquiry?
What do you know about the murder?
What do you know about the murder?
I believe she was killed at her writer's retreat, stabbed to death. The police say the MO was similar to the other victims, with the shattered mirror and all that.
Where's this writer's retreat located exactly?
There's an area called Bear Creek, just on the border of the national park. Sinclair owned a small cabin there.
All right, got it. That's a decent drive, so I think I'll head out there tomorrow.
Nice. What kind of books did Deborah write?
What kind of books did Deborah write?
She dabbled in many different genres over the years, but her main bulk of work could probably be defined as horror, mystery, or a combination of the two. Afflicted, Dead Ends Meet, and the Jenny Payne trilogy are some of her most well-known titles.
Huh, okay. Was she working on a new book when she died?
I believe so, yes. But I don't have any details to share.
Was Deborah a popular author?
Oh, yes. Even before her death. Afterwards, her popularity has reached astronomical levels.
As it usually does.
I can imagine. Borrowing one of her books now is out of the question, right?
Correct. 6 months wait minimum.
Yeah, I figured. What do you know about Deborah's private life?
She had quite an interesting life. Adopted as a child, and her adoptive father, Sebastian Willis Sinclair, was an accomplished author in his own right. Deborah's birth mother was a young homeless woman, and her father was a Native American. Deborah spent much of her life trying to track down her biological father, unsuccessfully. Perhaps in some part due to her roots, Deborah's books have often contained subject matter inspired by Native American religion. She was childless and unmarried when she passed away. Rumors say she was gay, but God knows tabloids are quick to jump to conclusions. I don't think she ever clarified that matter to the public. If you are curious to learn more, I would highly recommend her acclaimed autobiography, Unbound.
Oh, I might check that out. Thanks for the information.
Well, it's like mid-90s. I don't think she would have came out at that time.
Thanks. I'll come back if I have more questions.
Very well. Good luck.
You can rent one of those if you lack a fixed address. Let's hope things don't come to that. A bunch of magazines. Mostly celebrity gossip, it looks like. A bunch of If I need a book, I should use the computer.
Is that Eileen?
Some local hero from the Civil War, I think? Well, either that or Beethoven. That guy gets around. Okay, let's see here. It would take ages to look through all the microfilms since the killings began, so maybe I can figure out on what date the murder prior to Deborah's occurred. Hopefully I can deduce the date of the previous murder from the articles I picked up at the office. When I have a good date written down, I can view the corresponding microfilm and look for useful information.
Okay. Well, we know she was killed on the 8th.
All right, I've got a date written down. I can use that to find the corresponding microfilm. Ah, looks like there are no microfilms at all for the month of May. I guess that makes sense, it's the current month, and they probably scan the papers on a monthly rolling basis. Well, not a biggie. I already checked the more recent papers back in the office for Soothsayer coverage, so I should focus on the earlier months here.
Yeah. Okay, so hold on. If I go here... Well, it was talking about the previous victim, Rose Taylor. Also, okay, so it says the circumstances... Next 5 victims in 3 months. Okay. Oh, she was the original casualty. Rose Taylor. Okay. So 3 months back from May would be, April, March, February. So like February 8th maybe? Hold on.
No. I don't think this date I've got written down is good. I can't waste time by checking every date. I should look for the date of the previous murder in the sequence before I browse the microfilms.
Oh, previous murder in the sequence. Okay, so we gotta just work our way back each victim.
It's one of those advanced microfilm viewers. I'll need to insert a microfilm to use that. Some antique world map, centered on the US. 1800s, maybe?
What book should I... Okay, hold on. So, wait. Actually, I can look up author, right? Whoops, that's not actually Deborah. Deborah... What is it? Deborah what? What is her name? I know it's Rose Taylor. What's the other? Deborah Sinclair. Right. Okay. It said something about Storm Chaser, right? .425. Storm Chaser is an epic tale of a Native American warrior who sets out on a great quest to save his tribe from American settlers in the 1800s. It was something about Storm Chaser that he said, right? He said it was like something about Storm Chaser. Hold on. Let me go back and talk to him real quick.
One more thing.
Yes?
Can I?
Sure.
What kind of book?
She dabbled in Afflicted.
Huh, okay.
I believe so.
Was...
Oh, yes.
I can imagine.
Correct.
Yeah. What do you know?
She had quite a... Deborah's birth mother was a young... Perhaps in some part. She was childless. If you are curious to learn more.
Oh, I might check that. What do you know about...
I believe she was killed at her writer's retreat.
Okay, there was something else then.
I don't see a... Thanks.
Very well.
Okay, hold on, because there was something about Storm Chaser, right? Was it this one? I swore there was something about Storm Chaser. Like, we heard that name. Am I just not looking right? Am I not seeing it? Right here. Was slain on the publication anniversary of Storm Chaser. So Jane Doe was the previous. So it's April 25th. Okay, so we have a date to look up. Cool. All right, so let's go April 25th. April 25th. Which was a full moon, by the way. Is that going to play into it?
Yeah, this date should be good. I'll search through a week or so of microfilms, starting from the date I've written down. Hopefully I can find some useful information on the previous victim.
Already, I'm loving this.
Yes, there we go. I'll have these printed. All right, rinse and repeat. I should try to determine the previous microfilm date based on the information in these new pages.
Okay.
That way I can make my way back from article to article, victim to victim, until I get all the way to the first murder. Let's see here.
Okay, Soothsayer burns Jane Doe alive. The infamous Soothsayer has cranked up the heat on his killing spree, as the latest victim, a young woman in her early 20s, was determined to have been brutally burned alive on Constance Hill. The death occurred on the night of April 25th. Due to the state of the remains, Jane Doe's identity has been difficult to ascertain. Despite indications of dental work on the corpse, there were no matching dental records anywhere in the city, leading police to believe that the woman was not a local. The lack of struggle could mean that the victim was incapacitated, but the condition of the body gives little clarity on that matter. Picking a public site like this was a risky proposition for the Soothsayer, but he may have banked on the fact that distant witnesses would assume that the fire came from the nearby fire pit. Mayor Adams offered his comment. "In as unpleasant as it is, I must ask that you be patient. Let Ed and his team do their job. KPD has my full confidence in this matter, and City Hall stands vigilant to assist in any way we can. For our extensive coverage on the previous victim, Deacon Townsend, see issue 842. Okay. So look, it's like St. Andrew's Church Easter tragedy. St. Andrew's Church's Easter concert ended horrifically when conductor Martin Schultz suffered a fatal heart attack. The concert, a cherished tradition, was attended by many who are now mourning Schultz's untimely passing. The church plans to hold a memorial service in his honor. The annual Cassidy Dust Rally is soon set to take place in various locations around the greater Cassidy area, drawing in adrenaline junkies from all around the state. Featuring rugged terrains and challenging courses, the event promises an exhilarating experience for racers and spectators alike. Local businesses are gearing up for the influx of visitors. Safety measures are being rigorously implemented to ensure an exciting yet secure racing experience for all. The event takes place over the course of 3 days, starting on May 1st. Okay, and then we have another one here. Soothsayer strikes again, task force established. The Soothsayer has claimed a fourth victim, an unidentified woman estimated to have been 18 years old. Her charred remains were found on the outskirts of Cassidy, near the overlook at Constance Hill. The cause of death is yet to be determined. The Soothsayer victims do not seem to have any obvious similarities in terms of gender, age, occupation, or social class, and the killing methods, locations, and disposals of the body are all different. However, the killings have all occurred within the greater Cassidy area over a period of 3 months, which would indicate that the Soothsayer is somewhat local to the area. In related news, the Cassidy Chief of Police has recently announced that the investigation of these killings will be taken over by the newly created Soothsayer Task Force. Edgar Mitchell Brown said the following during a press conference on April 26th. As of May 1st, the so-called Soothsayer slayings will be investigated by a dedicated task force of 8 senior detectives handpicked from various divisions at the Cassidy Police Department. Rest assured that this elite group has every resource at their disposal. When asked whether or not the FBI would be involved, Mitchell Brown replied, "There is no federal jurisdiction in this case. I have no further comment. We'll take it. The Gazette has frequently criticized the Cassidy Police Department for their errors in the past, but credit where credit is due. This is a step in the right direction." The town hall meeting discussing the revival of the Lone Star Amusement Park took an unexpected turn when a father of one of the fatal victims of the infamous 1992 accident attempted to storm the stage. Luckily, police quickly handled the situation despite this incident. The overall sentiment at the meeting was positive, with many attendees expressing support for the park's modernization and commitment to enhance safety standards. The mayor pledged to consider all feedback, emphasizing the importance of reconciling the park's painful past with a hopeful future. The renovation of the century-old West End Bridge is finally complete. 5 years in the making, the project enhances safety while preserving the historic character of the iconic landmark. So, what are we supposed to get from this? Deacon Townsend. See issue number 842. So we're gonna need, so we're gonna need 842. So this is 845. Wait. So if this is 845 and 842, that'd be what, 3 days prior? So the 26th? Wait a minute. Oh, your source of weekly news. So it'd be 2 weeks prior to this. So it'd be the 29th, the 22nd, the 15th. So we need the 15th, right? Or no, that'd be for 43. It'd be the 8th, April 8th. Didn't I already put 8th? And it said no? Hold on.
I know where Constance Hill is, but that's a fair distance from the city. Better save it for tomorrow. For now, I'll put Jane Doe on hold and see what I can find about the previous murder victim.
Okay, so...
Yes, this should be the right date. Let's see here.
So I was right. Hell yeah, I like this.
Okay, let's have a look.
Okay, Soothsayer stages suicide of prolific deacon. We are sad to report that a third member of our community has been taken out by the so-called Soothsayer, who appeared to be Cassidy's first serial killer. Appears to be. The victim's name was Benedict Townsend, age 51. Our sources say that his death occurred on April 3rd and that Townsend was likely murdered in a staged suicide by hanging. Townsend served as a deacon at the King of Kings Catholic Church, an old congregation dating back to the early 1900s. He was a beloved figure in the community, well known for his voluntary work. Reverend Hugh Winters, the pastor of the King of Kings, had the following to say: "My heart aches for Ben's soul and everything he had left behind, had left to give to the world, but I take some comfort in the fact that he is with the Lord now. And for our persons who did this to my friend, know that there will be a reckoning. Murder is a sin most vile, and God sees all. The King of Kings remains open as the crime occurred in the adjacent rectory building. However, the rectory will remain under lock and key until properly consecrated." Debate over reviving the Lone Star. The Lone Star, the once popular Western-themed amusement park building on an old mining site in the 70s, may be revived and modernized. The facility was closed in 1994 after a series of accidents and ensuing lawsuits. But following a change of ownership, there are now tentative plans to resurrect the facility. City Hall has been aggressively investing in the entertainment sector as part of a wider strategy to promote Cassidy as a cultural hub, and this initiative would seem to align with that. Proponents argue that the Lone Star could boost tourism and the local economy, while critics raise concern about safety and the preservation of the site's historic value. Mayor Adams had the following comment: "While we honor the park's past, including its tragedies, we see an opportunity to create a safe, modern attraction that respects our history. City Hall has declared that an open town hall meeting dedicated to this topic will be held later this month." Wade Industries opens new factory amid controversies. Wade Industries' new factory complex in the city has opened, promising thousands of jobs. However, the company's anti-union stance has sparked criticism. Rumors of backroom deals quieting the unions are rife, leading to a divided public opinion. While many welcome the economic boost, others question the long-term implications for the workers' rights and the integrity of the deal-making process. Deborah Sinclair book set for Hollywood adaptation. Cassidy's own author, Deborah Sinclair, is making waves as her best-selling novel, Thorns of the Wild, is slated for a movie adaptation. Sinclair made the following statement: "It's about time. Hollywood hasn't been quick to recognize the cinematic potential of my work, and I sincerely hope this marks the beginning of a great collaboration. And to my fans out there, rest assured that I will retain full creative control. I won't let anyone ruin my babies." Chief of Police's phone hacked. Unidentified phone hackers, so-called freakers, hijacked the phone line and prank called the chief of police last week, shouting obscenities and sexual innuendos. According to a statement by the chief, their motive appears to be retaliation for the police raid on the Cyber Shack internet cafe last month. Oh, whoops. Okay, let's see. Soothsayer linked to 3 murders. Serial killer on the loose. 3 killings in 2 months connected by foreboding signature. Deacon Benedict Townsend, age 51, was found dead early on April 4th in the rectory of the King of Kings Catholic Church. The cause of death was determined to be hanging, but suicide has been ruled out by the KPD. Then why did it say that the suicide was... Wait, what? I'm so confused. An anonymous police source had the following to say: "Somebody else was involved. The positioning of the body and other logistics don't add up if he was alone." The scenario is eerily similar to that of Eric Holloway, the postman who met his demise on that ominous full moon night last month. It is another full moon. His death was initially treated as a suicide, but later revised to homicide. Oh, so wait. This was the 8th. Yeah, staged suicide, right. So this one was... So they're both the same. An anonymous police source had the following to say: "Somebody else was involved." Oh, yeah, I already read that. Now the Gazette brings you to the exclusive scoop. Both of these killings, as well as the brutal stabbing of Nurse Rose Taylor back in February, are linked by an object left at the scene: a shattered obsidian mirror. Colloquially referred to as a scrying mirror. Oh, yeah, scrying mirror. That's like you can see the future, right? These mirrors have been used since ancient times to see the future or communicate with the spirit world. Does the soothsayer responsible for these murders have a religious motive? Well, a soothsayer is somebody that can see the future, right? Our source continues. It's a signature. This killer is no hack. He hasn't left any other forensic evidence that can be traced back to him, so the mirror has to be deliberate. Townsend was a well-liked figure in the community, known for his charity work and a longtime member of the church. Cassidy Chief of Police Edgar Mitchell Brown gave the following comment: "We are not classifying these homicides as serial offenses at this time, but trust that we have our finest on the case. We urge our readers to demand that Mitchell Brown recognizes that the citizens of Cassidy have been cursed with our first serial killer in recorded history." Fringilla, a play born in the heart of our city, has captured the nation's attention. After a series of sold-out shows and rave reviews, the production is now set to tour nationally. Written by playwright Cassandra Beckett and set against the backdrop of Cassidy's rich history, the play's blend of drama, humor, and poignant storytelling has struck the chord. It's a chord with audiences. Its success is a testament to the city's thriving art scene. The national tour begins in early May and is poised... Hold on, guys. Sorry. Let me pause this real quick. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So, also, when we went back here, Wade Industries, that Wade was in the first one, right? The guy that owns that. He was one of the friends of the grandfather. Yeah, it was something like that. It has been a while since I played the first one, but I do remember Wade was in the hospital and we had to like go see him and talk about like something that happened to the grandfather. Okay, so wait. Scrying mirrors. Okay. Oh, Jesus.
Okay, I'll make sure to look into that church later and maybe find the address. For now, let's move on to victim number 2.
Eric Holloway, the postman who met his demise on the ominous full moon night last month. Okay, so it's March. Full moon in March. 27th.
I'm on the right track with this date, but I think I've got the full moon and the new moon confused.
Oh.
Yes, this should be the right date. Let's see here.
Hey, baby boy. Oh, prominent suicide morphs into homicide. Initially reported as a suicide, the death of Eric Holloway on March 12th has been officially reclassified by KPD as a homicide. Since this public death occurred, multiple reliable witnesses have come forward claiming that the victim was pushed off the roof of the building at 4 Verdon Street. However, there are no detailed descriptions of the perpetrator, likely due to the limited illumination of the roof area at night. Holloway led a quiet and simple life, working as a mailman for the city, and is said to have been liked by his peers. However, there are unverified reports of mental health problems related to the death of his fiancée last year. Police sources told us that there are links to the brutal motel stabbing of nurse Rose Taylor on Statehood Day, but were reluctant to share further details of the ongoing investigation. On grim fall into the full moon. On Thursday, March 12th at roughly 8 p.m., a 32-year-old man leapt from the roof of the 4-story apartment building at Verdon Street, instantly killing himself on the pavement below, making a grisly spectacle for neighbors and bystanders alike. Friends and neighbors claimed that the victim had struggled with the death of his girlfriend, but no suicide note has been recovered. Events like this reiterate that mental health and grief counseling should be a national concern, with more resources available for vulnerable people in crisis. If you or anyone you know is having suicidal thoughts, you can reach the National Suicide Hotline, available 24/7. Okay, I'm going to read these later, this other stuff later. I'll go back to this, but for now, I want to kind of get this stuff going.
Eric's address isn't too far away, but I should learn all I can here before I visit any of the crime scenes.
Absolutely.
Coming
Walter,
up last, the very first victim of the Soothsayer.
Okay, well, we know it was Verdant Day, or not Verdant Day, what was it? Statehood Day. Oh my God, Walter. Stop. Statehood Day. Okay, and then we just, let's see, let's go here.
Yes, this should be the right date.
And that's all of them.
Let's see here.
A brutal stabbing occurred at the Azure Sky Motel on February 5th, and our sources now say that there is an occult angle to the killing, with some sort of artifact left on the scene. The husband of the victim was briefly detained, but released a day later. Law enforcement claims that he remains a person of interest, however, and confirmed that the cause of death was multiple stab wounds to the chest. Motel murder. On February 7th, Rose Amanda Taylor, age 47, was found dead by Robert Tippett, the owner of the Azure Sky Motel. Taylor had been stabbed to death by an unknown perpetrator. Blood everywhere, like a goddamn butcher room, Tippett says, wide-eyed, and continues to emphasize that this city is going to hell. You go ahead and print that. Neighbors report hearing a commotion from the room, but that was apparently a regular occurrence, so no one went to investigate. Taylor is survived by her husband and 2 children, who have declined a request to be interviewed. The husband was briefly detained, but is no longer considered a suspect. if you have any information about the murder of Rose Taylor. So, his girlfriend died, the previous victim. So the previous victim's girlfriend died. And then he supposedly killed himself because of the... So I wonder if his girlfriend was the married woman, Rose. Did it say fiance? I thought it said girlfriend, right? Because it didn't say what his girlfriend's name was, that she died. So maybe Rose was his girlfriend, and then she died, and then he killed himself, and then what, the deacon was something, I don't know, it seems like it's all like connected. Okay, so I think that's all of them. And like I said, I'll go back and read the other parts of the article. Damn, we have a shit ton.
All right, that should be everything on the microfilms. I think I'll continue to focus on gathering information today and then head to each of the murder sites tomorrow.
All right, if you need help with what to do next, try with a notebook. Okay. All right, so we have quite a bit to talk about with this guy, right? We can talk to him about the different victims. He's probably the Soothsayer. Just early prediction. Anyways, I think I'm going to end this video here, guys. It's getting late. I didn't realize how late it is. I got to get to bed for, continue my drive tomorrow. I'll definitely keep playing this. I'm probably going to be, I'll probably do a few videos while I'm on this trip of this game. So should have quite a bit to upload when I get home. But yeah, I really hope you guys are enjoying this game. I know I am. I'm already hooked. I'm already loving the like detective aspect of it, finding the different dates or the different clues in the paper and figuring out the next date. That was pretty cool. That was a cool little way of doing things. I like that. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Leave your thoughts down below. Let me know, you guys like this game? Are you guys liking it so far? You guys like the like point and click games, mystery games? I know I do. I'm a sucker for these kind of games. Yeah, very much like it. But yeah, Captain signing out. Love you guys. Stay cuddly. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. Become a Cuddle Plug today. We have fun solving murders, going back into the past. And yeah, we're going to find out more about the scrying mirrors, more about the victims, and we're going to hopefully start visiting some murder sites and start piecing this shit together. Love you guys. Stay cuddly. See you in the next video. I've already said that, but I'm going to say it again. Bye!